Winners, butt kickers, champions in life. Vincent Rose here, the Fat Killer with H2G Fitness, coming to you from my dining room. And I hope each and every one of you is having an amazing evening thus far, no matter what it is that you're doing. And I just wanted to roll with you guys real quick, off the cuff, from the heart, from mine to yours, and speak with y'all for a little bit. And I don't know how it's going to come out, but it'll come out good because this message isn't mine. So that being said, the title of this is Use Your Gifts to Serve and Bless Others, and then raise up a team of people with the same heartbeat who are passionate about doing the same. And I'm going to encourage you guys to do this. I just got off of a meeting online with some amazing people who I'm coaching, teaching, training how to do what it is that I do. And I couldn't be more excited about the people that God is bringing into my life to fulfill a calling that He wants me to fulfill. And my message to you is this: each and every one of you that are listening to me, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. That's what the word says. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. And your Maker put gifts and talents inside of you that He's put inside of no other being except for you. You were made for a purpose. You're here for a purpose. Your mission in life is to find that purpose, discover the talents, the abilities, the gifts that God has given you, and use that to do His works and to serve others and bless people. What's the meaning of life? To give your life a meaning. How do you find that meaning? Figure out what you're talented and gifted at, because that was a gift. It's not by accident that you're strong in certain areas of your life. It's not by accident that you're weak in certain areas of your life. Why are you strong in areas and weak in others? God's trying to tell you, where you're strong, I gave that to you. Focus there. Where you're weak, don't spend any time there. I made you strong here. Work in your strengths. Once you identify where you're strong, you need to make your strengths stronger. You need to develop those talents, those abilities, those gifts, and you need to harness those abilities to the best of your being, and you need to use them to serve others with. If you're good at encouraging people, encourage them. If you're good at creating, create. If you're good at, it doesn't matter what your talent or gift is. You already, if I asked you, what areas of your life are you strong in? Whatever is the first thing that pops to your mind, it's it. Identify it and live, breathe, eat, sleep those gifts, talents, and abilities. Harness them to the best of your abilities. And don't just use them to help yourself, but use them to help others. And start doing that. And if you do, you'll start serving people. You'll start giving. You'll start being selfless instead of selfish. And whenever that happens, you start blessing others. And whenever that happens, blessings start coming back to you. And whenever that happens, you start living a life of existence, and you start living a life of significance. If you do that long enough, you're going to attract people to you that need your talents and abilities that you can help, but you're also going to attract people to you who have the same strengths, talents, abilities, and gifts that you have. Maybe not exactly, but similar. And they're going to go, hey, we have some common interests. We have some common strengths. We have some common things between us, and you seem to have figured some things out. I would love to talk with you a little bit more, to figure out how you're a little bit further along the road than I am. And God will start bringing these people into your life. And when that happens, you have a chance to start teaching people to do what it is that you do, whatever it might be. Want to know what happens when you start teaching people how to do what it is that you do? Work in their strengths that are similar to yours? They'll start operating in them. Want to know what happens if they start operating in them? They'll start serving others with them. Want to know what happens when they start serving others with them? You are indirectly responsible, but still directly responsible for helping people that you would have never had the opportunity to help. You are one person. You are one dude. You are one gal. And you can only talk to so many people. You can only bless so many others. You can only help so many people. But if you start attracting other people to you that are like-minded, and you sharpen them and make them effective at what it is that you do, and then they go help other people for it, those blessings are accounted back to you. They're accounted to them, but also to you, because you strengthen that person. I've been discovering, harnessing, molding, crafting, forging, working towards making my strengths stronger for the last 11 years. I am nowhere near finished product. But things are starting to get good. I'm starting to find my footing. I'm starting to become very effective at what it is that I do. And I'm starting to attract a lot of people that want to do what I do. And they're partnering with me. I'm coaching, I'm teaching, I'm training, I'm mentoring, and I'm forming up a team of people that have the same heartbeat as me, that are becoming every bit as effective as I am. And there's more people that are being helped. There's more people that are being served. There's more people that are being blessed. There's more people that are being reached. There's more of God's work that is being done because I'm forming up a team. Anything great that ever happens in life on a large scale takes a team to do. One man doesn't build a house by himself. There's somebody that draws up the blueprint. There's some that put up the wood. There's some that put up the brick. There's some that put up the plaster. There's some that lay the foundation. There's some that do whatever they need to do. But a house gets formed through teamwork. Whenever there's a football game going, there's not one individual who's responsible for the success. It's a team that is required for that group to win. It's a team. I don't care how strong you are. There's nobody that is as strong as all of us. And we will always be stronger together than we are apart. When you get a small band of committed people with the same vision, calling, passion, heartbeat, singing the same song, working together in, listen to me, unity. God blesses unity. There's a scripture that says a triple braided cord is rarely broken. And it says 2 is better for 1. 2 is better than 1. For if one falls down, the other can help him up. I don't care how good you think you are. I don't care how strong you develop your talents and your abilities. I don't care how much you harness what God has given you. When you have 10 other people like-minded in unity working with you, you produce more. Your impact is greater. You need to identify your gifts. Figure out what God's blessed you with, what raw materials He gave you to work with. And once you do, you need to sharpen your skills to the best of your ability and use them to serve others. And if you do that long enough, others with similar gifts will come to you and go, how are you doing what you're doing? And then you can tell them. And now you can start forming up a team. You can start forming up a mastermind. You can start forming up a group of like-minded people with you being the tip of the spear and directing the thought process, the actions, the activity of these people. And you can use it to do a greater good. And when you do that, success happens. This isn't a message on how to make more money. This isn't a message on life is a team sport. You ever heard that it takes a village to raise a child? Yeah, it does. Well, it takes a team to succeed and form a great life. But it starts with you. If you're not part of a team, develop yourself and form one, or find somebody who is already operating in their strengths and gifts and join theirs until you're strong enough to create your own. That's what I did. I was a part of a team for a long time before I ever formed my own team. I read a very uncomfortable book one time by a gentleman named John Maxwell, and the name of this book is 360 Degree Leader. And the purpose of this book and the meaning behind 360 Degree Leader is you're going to spend the majority of your life in the middle. You start out at the bottom, you work your way up to the middle, but there's always going to be somebody above you. And so you need to learn how to lead effectively from the middle of the pack. I hated that book. I didn't want to be the middle of the pack. I wanted to be the alpha. I wanted to be the tip of the spear. I wanted to be the one calling the shots. You're telling me I got to live in the middle? John Maxwell, I do not like you. John Maxwell knows a lot more than me. And I spent 10 years being a leader of others, but being led by people who were further along the line than me. And I had to submit my ego to other men who knew more than I and learn from them. Write this down and remember it for the rest of your days. You can't feed your family and your ego at the same time. I'll say that again. You can't feed your family and your ego at the same time. This isn't about ego. This isn't about chest building, chest beating. This isn't about machismo. This is about teamwork. This is about unity. This is about vision. This is about servitude. This is about how you build a great life with a calling that makes an impact that matters. Search your heart. Identify what you're good at. Where you suck, don't spend any mental energy there. You're always going to suck in the areas of your life that you suck. The good news, you're always going to be strong in the areas of your life that you're strong. Invest no time trying to make weaknesses stronger. Invest all of your time trying to make your strength stronger. And people who are strong where you're weak, make them a part of your inner circle. There's a reason they're gifted there and that you're not. Submit your freaking ego, realize you suck in areas of your life, bring people into your inner circle who are strong where you're weak, partner with them, make them part of your vision, and win together. What is a team? A team is a people who capitalize on each other's strengths. That's it. And it doesn't matter who gets the praise. The only thing that matters is that the mission is accomplished. I'm pretty emotional right now. I've been working really hard for 11 years. I've never worked less than 100 hours for 11 years straight. I've put forth 100 hours a week for these last 11 years of my life. I've invested. I have a lot of sweat equity in what it is that I do. why you run so hard. The impact needs to be that great.